Let's do this. Let's go to streams. I mean, Little Alex is down horrendous in streams right now.
I know. Fuck, I'm already over Madden. Oh.
All right, we is live. Just posted the link. All right, they're sending it. They saw that I just posted the streamless link. That should be people's cue, Dan. I don't know about you, but like sometimes when games get streamed, people will just go ahead and go into the game. You shouldn't send the invite until you see the @channel of BLN.
That's what Connor always tells you. He says, don't press start until @channel.
Yeah. Because that gives people time to get in here. Gives people time to, all the different things. For those of you that are joining right now and you might be thinking, Cody, I can't hear any audio. It's because I personally mute the lobby menu music or like when people are in the lobby and this type of stuff, the pregame, because I don't like when the beginning part of the broadcast gets muted on the VOD on Twitch because, Twitch is dumb and Madden has all this, copyright music and whatever, yada, yada, yada. But regardless, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Colts versus Texans. King and Cloud already in the booth. Cloud riding high, hanging his dong, hanging his balls out right now after getting a big upset win against the 2 seed division foe. And little Alex King says, Dan, I'm heat for my heat for my shout out. Let him know, my man. What does that mean?
No, well, I'll just say it. Shout out King, man, because we were in a party earlier, and I was telling him, man, I think little Alex has got it. This has got to be his year. He's got Joe Burrow. He's got easy mode, and he goes, nah, man. When the lights go on, this kid folds.
Well, I mean, King, it's hard to say that King got it wrong because that is what we just saw.
Well, yeah, I mean, shout out to Cloud. That was a huge game. I've been very impressed with how Cloud's been playing this cycle. Surprised he doesn't have more wins, to be honest. Like, he didn't start off the season too well, but he's really heating up. And, probably primed to make a deep run, at least if not this season, then in seasons to come. Yeah,
for sure. He's in the chat saying my offense trash. Cloud, your offense did look a big suspect. Now Mitch at the helm. How long's tell us, Cloud, how long is what's his face Huntley out for? But while you answer that question, we'll go ahead and talk about this game that's right in front of us. Texans versus Colts, another division foe battle in the wild card round. Dan, what are your thoughts of this game?
Well, this is going to be a huge game. If you go to a voting booth, you'll see that the whole league is completely split on what's going to happen. P-Town, defending Super Bowl champ. Yep. You can't forget that. But Connor won the first 3 matchups of this cycle. P-Town finally beat him for the first time in Week 18, and now they're playing 1 week later in Houston. And I guess it's a rubber match, so these games are fun. Can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah, interesting. We haven't heard this saying in a while, I feel like, in BL, but maybe it's time to say matchups matter. Matchups matter. And is this going to be one of those instances? P-Town, like you just said, has only beat Connor once, but this is going to be a big game as the Texans are going to get the ball first. Hand off to Harris. Harris, not much room, gets decleated. Brandon Cooks hurt off the ball. That's tough. if that's going to be, put him out for the game.
Yeah, and P-Town, we know P-Town's one of the strongest passing users in the game. That's basically how he won his ring. Interesting that he went into under center, did a little bit of stretch, probably just trying to warm himself up. Maybe a couple runs here to start off.
Davis Mills, shotgun snap, gonna go to the wheel route to Harris, and Harris decleated. Looked like Connor was there with his user for a second, but maybe just kind of was a little hesitant to bite after it. Ultimately gets a first down.
Yeah, great timing on that wheel route. I love that little wheel route on that play. Yeah, P-Town dotting up. That's, very common of him.
Davis Mills under center here. Single back look. Is it halfback wham? It is going to be halfback wham. Not much room. Harris stopped for maybe a gain of 2 there. As so far, Colts defense, run defense wise, looking pretty strong.
Oh, let me check my calendar, Cody. Is this the year 2022 or is this 2017? We playing Madden 18 or something?
I know, right?
That was a halfback wham. What a throwback.
Oh, is the backup quarterback in? So inclination that it was gonna be an RPO, and read option. Graham does he have the wheels to get there? Is anyone gonna stop him? He's gonna wisely run out of bounds to not fumble. Maybe that is. Oh, it was a quarterback wrap. Maybe that's something that Connor's gonna have to pick up on when you see that other quarterback in the game. It's probably a quarterback run, as he doesn't want to get Davis Mills hurt and not able to defend it there. And what a play!
Yeah, what a move that was. Just putting the backup in. Many people don't even think about that.
Great defense, great usering, and a sack by Stewart right there. Davis Mills with nothing open. 2nd and 18, and it's basically goal to go. Because it's from the 18-yard line. But that was weird. I thought he went. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was goal to go. Anyway, 2nd and goal. I don't know why it's not saying 2nd and goal, but
that's weird. But yeah, I mean, Connor, great user there. He prides himself, I think, on having a good defensive user. Doesn't really do too much, just takes it down, takes all the users, takes all the routes up away.
Great user, and once again, risky throw. Harris able to get his hands on it, gets pulled down and drops it. Could have been picked, if you ask me.
Yeah, that was a real risky throw. Very fortunate. He's got to be careful here in the red zone.
3rd and 18. Yeah, you can't make any bad decisions as you are in range to get a field goal after the good quarterback wrap play. Good usering once again. Oh, and he finds the injured Brandon Cooks, who gets depleted but scores. Touchdown, Texans. Just too much time for Davis Mills right there to sit in the pocket.
One of my all-time favorite plays, SC dig out of gun doubles. P-Town, man, we were saying how you got to be conservative. 3rd and 18. At 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line, but P-Town, he's a high roller, man. He'll throw that ball in the end zone if it's quintuple coverage, and right there it paid off.
That is true. P-Town did. He is the type of guy that is not afraid to get aggressive. That is how he got crowned P-Clown, if you will, because he tends to get a little aggressive too often, but that time doesn't bite him in the butt. Here we go. Now the Colts get the ball. Dan, what are your thoughts on the Colts offensive game plan here?
Yeah, man, it's just going to be Jonathan Taylor there. You can't have Justin Thiele runs like that, though. But Jonathan Taylor, leading rusher in the league. He might have been leading rusher last year, too. I'm not sure. But either way, 2,000 yards. He's going to lead the way. Jordan Love is going to, probably make a couple throws when he has to. But it's just going to be JT.
As that will be a handoff to that man you just mentioned. Taylor able to get 3 there after an unsuccessful 2nd down. But we know Connor's one of these guys that is not going to panic. He's not going to get away from the run just because it gets stopped on 1st down or 2nd down. He will run the ball, kind of like the Kings and whatnot of the world on 2nd and 3rd. Great throw to OBJ by Jordan Love. Obviously, the quarterback position has been kind of a struggle here for this Colts team. Traded for Jordan Love from the Packers after they traded for Darren Richards from the Cardinals, and Jordan Love seems to have found a home here.
Yeah, Jordan Love, slinger 1. He can throw some dots here and there. We know how important the throw release is. So only one quarterback in this league, 2 quarterbacks technically now, have slinger 1. Darren Richards being one of them, Jordan Love being the other. So. A very valuable asset to have.
100%, as that's going to be a counter to the left side there, 2nd and 8. We know Connor doesn't like the counters to the right.
Yeah.
Snap. No, risky throw there. Don't know what he saw. That could have been and probably should have been picked. Luckily for the Colts, falls to the ground.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I don't know. He must have closed his eyes on that one because that was a very questionable read.
100.
As P-Town just showing man coverage.
Jordan Love takes the snap, gonna hand it off. I don't hate the play call as Jonathan Taylor, there goes that man, 4th and inches. I think we're gonna see some aggression here. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything, the whole playbook is open right here, 4th and inches. You can take a shot even if P-Town bunches up. No, I'll just take it.
Jordan Love, he is a bigger quarterback, I believe, you know, upwards of 6 foot right there, able to use that size to get the first down. Jonathan Taylor doing what he does for this Colts team, putting his backpack on, picking up a big hard-earned yards on 3rd down there to make it a 4th and inches and keep this Colts drive alive. Jordan Love, shotgun formation right here, gonna call a wide receiver in motion. Gonna have maybe throws it a bit late, but not gonna matter because that's a hot one out of Jordan Love, putting it where only Tyreek Hill can get it and brings it down 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, don't quote me on this, but I think Connor re-rolled Tyreek Hill and got like Slot-O-Matic or something. Slot apprentice, route apprentice, Slot-O-Matic.
Hey, now Jonathan Taylor, all sorts of room, touchdown, Colts.
Wow, just what the doctor ordered this drive. Jonathan Taylor just bullying his way into the end zone pretty easily, actually. You know, he could have drove a truck through there.
Yeah, I mean, that was an impressive drive out of the Colts there. Was, you know, the perfect amount of aggression. Jonathan Taylor did what he's done all year long, just pick up hard-earned, gritty yards. And now tie ball game 7-7. Do the Colts have an answer here on defense? It looked like they, you know, played pretty strong. Oh my gosh! Broken tackle. Wow, that looked like for a second it could go, but somebody, you know, that was behind the returner there, able to bring him down. But do the Colts have an answer here on defense? I mean, I felt like they played pretty good, but, you know, just gave up one too many big chunk plays on that first Texans series. Handoff to Mills.
For sure.
Or handoff to Harris, I mean, sorry, and stop short of just short of 3 yards. That'd be a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, Connor got P-Town on some of these long downs. Obviously, that 3rd and 18 in the red zone. So he's putting himself in good positions. He's just got to execute.
Mills throws it to Cooks. Gonna be short there, though, with the possession catch, 3rd and inches. Probably not gonna matter because my guess is if he were not to pick up the first down here, P-Town would get equally aggressive here with a coach decision.
On empty base. This is probably a QB draw.
Yep, there it is. And I run commit. If you're Connor, run commit.
Yeah, you got to run commit. 100%.
Doesn't do it. Able to get the first down. You got it. Yeah, Connor's going to have to start picking that up when he sees Graham in the game. Because that's like, I mean, I get it, but I've never seen P-Town throw with Graham. So it's like until he does, make him burn you.
And honestly, like, gun empty in a short yard situation, he's always going to do that draw. He's always going to do a draw, blast, whatever.
Mills, shotgun. Good pocket once again. Oh, Mark Andrews able to make one-man miss. Can he break this tackle? No. Good low cutting kind of, you know, take his legs out on the bigger player, bigger receiver there. Davis Mills on the move, and all of a sudden, I mean, P-Town's picking plays like rapid fire right here. I feel like I keep speaking over you, Dan, but we're just into the plays one after the other.
Yeah, one thing I really noticed about P-Town is, like, he can really get into the flow of things. And, like, there's a couple people in this league, you know, once they're in the flow, once they're locked in, they're going to be very dangerous. And one of the things P-Town loves to do is he loves to stay in his gun empty stuff when he's really in flow.
Davis Mills, risky throw, but goes to the bigger receivers. That Auden Tate, Cincinnati Bengals legend, with the touchdown. Not the fastest receiver, but is a big body on the outside. And these Texans looking like they did right now, you know, in their first season, just buzzing on offense.
Yeah, I think, you know, NFL, BL is a copycat league. I think he was watching a lot of Denver Bronco footage and was just doing some high IQ Madden playing, high pointing it into the end zone. Maybe a little bit of Atlanta Falcons footage too, Bucks footage. Ready. Very high level play.
I agree with you right there. Jordan Love going to be in a pistol look here. Going to be a strong power to Justin. I said Jonathan Taylor. I was looking at Justin's name or Justin's name in the Twitch chat when I said that. But gain of 3, that'll do the job there.
He's in some kind of dime. Why don't you just run
Jordan Love, he's gonna send pressure. No, I think he was in maybe 4-3-6-1 there.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
4-3-6-1. Looked like it was gonna be a clear blitz. Yeah, I don't know why maybe didn't audible to an inside zone.
Yeah, now 3rd and 7. And P-Town, he's gonna stay in that cover 2 man, probably shade up the outside. So.
He's gonna have X. Does find X. OBJ. Another big reception. 3 for 5. I believe 2 of those are to OBJ. So far, that is Jordan Love's favorite man.
Yep. I mean, that's one of the plays where you really need good receivers. At least one person to break free on one of those man-beating routes, and OBJ did exactly that.
And off to Taylor. Taylor meets the linebacker, I think maybe a safety in the gap there. Not able to break the tackle. Only a gain of 1.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like these offenses are moving pretty fluidly so far this game. I'm very interested to see what this foul score is going to be.
Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, seriously. If anyone's betting on this game, might be time to hammer the over early here while you still can get the good odds. 3rd and 1 here. Jordan Love under center. Do we see Jonathan Taylor? Or do we see a play action? It will be. He's going to have wide naked. He's going to set his feet, and Tyreek Hill doing what he does, walking or sprinting his way into the end zone. Surprised he didn't throw the deuces up right there. A breakdown on the Texans defense.
But you know what that is, Cody? That's just the threat of the running game with Jonathan Taylor. And he just bites down on the safety with cover 3. He's just anticipating a run. And it's basically like a pseudo run commit with the user, just leaving the middle third completely wide open and vacant, and that's an easy touchdown. Yeah,
it's a great analysis out of you. Completely agree. As Thomas, gotta be careful. There's a few users in this league. We saw one, the past game, and Little Alex, and Connor's one, Justin's one. Some of these guys that seem to always connect hit sticks. Gotta be careful.
Might be a pass.
Davis Mills, play action. Gonna have the tight end, or no, that's actually Equinemius St. Brown. Oh, and there it is! Just as I said it, and Okiriki picks it up. You gotta be careful with these hit sticks. Maybe it was an unfortunate animation, but there it is. I called it out. Maybe I gave him a little bit of a curse, just like Jim Nance the other day, right on the Thanksgiving broadcast, was it?
Yep.
Maybe I just kiss it death P-Town on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, Connor, he's one of the best hit stickers in this league. Anyone who can rival Justin on those hit stick luck, and maybe just hit stick timing, that's Connor, man. And what a huge play to maybe flip this game.
Jordan Love gonna flip this play. It looks like Wolf Knight says caster curse. You're not wrong, Wolf Knight. Snaps. He's gonna have a quick throws to Taylor. Maybe just kind of like that I don't know about you, Dan, but that felt like just like he had his mind made up when he snapped the ball.
Yeah, that looked like a real nervy read right there. You can't be making that, especially when you're in field goal range. You don't want to take points off the board.
Yeah, hand off to Taylor. A weird animation. Wow. Looked like he was gonna maybe get the first down. 4th and 2. Wow. Are we gonna see some aggression here? What's your thoughts here on this, Dan?
I mean, this is no different than that Dalvin Cook run, setting up that cloud setup earlier tonight. It's a great position for Connor to go for it. I'm not surprised here.
Jordan Love,
like this play.
Snap, likes the play out of Dan. Throws it to A really good read. And Jelani Woods out of the U gets a big first down.
Wow, and Connor, if you want to be a champion, you got to roll the dice, and it's exactly what he did. now it's just like the threat of the run game right here. 1st and goal from the 3.
Yeah, and I don't like
what
this defense. Yeah, yeah, we said at the same time. Don't love this defense out of P-Town. Is Jonathan Taylor going to waltz his way to the end zone? We will find out. It looks like he ran commit, so he's not going to be able to. Gets a 2-yard loss. So it was a weird defensive front, but run commits and able to get a loss of yards there. Jordan Love now in the shotgun here. Oh, change. I like when people do this. This is, something I like to do. Goes down to single back. Gonna be a handoff. Jonathan Taylor needs to make one-man miss, and he tells that linebacker, little boy, that's my end zone, and I'm in it.
Yep. Aside from a few shaky reads here and there, Connor's playing a pitch-perfect offensive game. Just managing this perfectly. As you said, audibling down to single back when he likes that look, doing the power run, banging his way into the end zone.
Yeah, I think that's something that, and I don't want to show my hand here or, my. Oh, it's Troy Pride Jr. Oh, no, the wheels are falling off for the Texans. Connor laying some hit sticks. The Colts are buzzing.
Wow, and the crowd sounds real quiet, real nervous energy from the defending champs. Wow, just another unfortunate fumble for a turnover, and wow, 28-14. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about hitting the over, and P-Town, he needs a touchdown here. He needs a big drive. To save his season, really.
Yeah.
At this point.
Risky.
I mean, this is early in the game, but you need points.
Risky pull off there. That ball hit at the 5 and he pulled his defender off. If that gets a weird bounce, the Colts could have been swarming that football. It's just going to be a quick throw to Cooks and a big hit stick. The Texans better have conservative on at this point because you cannot cough this ball up anymore. But what I was going to say before, Dan, not to chime in, some more color comm as the play-by-play guy, but not to show my hand, but I'm surprised more people don't do that. Come out in shotgun and then in an audible down to a single back look, because I think it gives you a big advantage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And ever since Madden 20, when they show the personnel, they show you what formation you're going to end up in.
Mm-hmm.
So that.
Oh, deep down the field. Oh, That really was, I think, smart usering out of Connor. He wanted to kind of cut Cooks off from being able to get to that football, but he might have been able to just run to that ball and pick it off.
Yeah, and I think he tried to cover 3 bomb him, but that safety did a good job matching with that cross
Nothing
route.
open. Risky read, but Equinemius St. Brown doing what the tall, or is that Equinemius or is that Amon-Ra?
I have no idea.
No, it's one of the St. Brown.
I think he's on the Chargers.
Okay, that's one of the St. Brown brothers. I didn't consider that. It could be the other one. Harris makes. Whoa! Oh my gosh! These Colts are finding the football left and right. Why are the Texans not on conservative, Dan?
Oh my God! And too, a great point with the C word. P-Town very often, clowns on people for not being on conservative. So I wonder if he's, has stayed on balance.
Jonathan Taylor!
Oh my God.
A lot of room. That looked like your absolute. That was a Connor run through and through. Read the hole perfect. Found a block. Yep. Kicked it to the outside. Connor's putting a clinic on right now.
Yep. Great patience in the running game. You can't be running the ball any better than what he's been doing so far. Just great run stick, great patience, and reading his blocks, as you said. And he all he has to do is control this game, and he's got this in the bag.
Yeah.
And P-Town has shown no signs of stopping him. And honestly, Connor can't stop P-Town either, but it's just been the fumble luck. Wow.
Oh, there he goes. Jonathan Taylor looking like prime Zeke right here. I'm surprised we're not seeing maybe the spoon celebration because he is eating.
Oh, is this Freight Train?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Freight Train. That is going to be an issue. Oh, it's going to have X. Finds X. As that's Paris Campbell able to get a few yards there. Good read. Good swarming by the Texans defense. But to your point before, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So what were you saying about P-Town and his clowning of conservative?
Yeah, no, he's just like sometimes when you fumble.
Oh, did he just lose it?
Why were you on conservative? But like, I don't know. Are you on conservative? I don't know. We'll have to find out.
No, but, I don't think you can get stripped on conservative. So there's no way he is.
Interesting. Yeah.
Taylor, that was a really bad spot by the refs, and Taylor got knocked out of Freight Train, which is rather unfortunate. RPO, Tyreek Hill, does he have enough speed? Ooh, gets tripped up, 4th and 1. He can go for this. Does he put the dagger in him right here?
No. I mean, honestly, Cody, it's pretty early in the game, but usually when you're up like this, the real magic number you have in your head right now is 2, which is 2 possessions, and 17 points will bring that number up to 3.
Yeah, that's a great point. Great point out of you. 3 possessions is such, like, because now, if you get the ball, if I go get points, I'm still, like, as long as you're not trading 7 for 3 the entire game, like Connor's in the driver's seat as this is coming to a close. As long as he can keep this Texans team out of the out of the end zone here.
Yep.
Can the Texans hold on to the football? Davis Mills, play action pass. Might have the tight end. Great throw. Mark Andrews looked like a little freeform ball right there. We know P-Town, one of the better users in this league with the freeform.
Yep. And
get stuck on the D-line.
With the no huddle too. So
goes to Harris. Harris trying to get out of bounds because he only has one timeout. Oh my goodness! Please put conservative on, Texans.
What is going on out here in Houston? Can somebody tell me? This is just bananas.
And if he does have conservative on, then boy, Connor is getting blessed. But if he doesn't have conservative on, he has no one to blame but himself.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, Cody, without the conservative stuff, like, Connor's getting blessed either way.
That is true. This amount of fumbles.
In this post-game, Connor will feel pretty bad about the way this game turned out. But, I mean, he's taking advantage of his opportunities, too. You can't say Connor doesn't deserve to be ahead.
Play action. He's probably going to be looking for Tyreek. Tyreek not there. Jordan Love gets sacked. Thinking about maybe just taking this to half. No, calls the timeout. Yeah, I think calling a timeout's fine here because when you have my guess is we see a run here, a conservative run play called just to see if Jonathan Taylor can make something happen and get some yards for a field goal.
It doesn't have to be, though. I mean, P-Town has no time. Like, if you have to punt this, P-Town has no time to do anything.
Oh, he might have B. No. Oh, no. Tough right there. It's that little weird angle to zig route, and he tried to hit him on the angle, but we know, I've seen a lot this year. If you try to hit a receiver too early, they won't react, and just like they did right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's just, as you said, just a weird route that you're not familiar with the timing. It's just not going to work.
2 seconds left. I think we'll see prevent defense here. I'll punch myself in the dong if Connor's not using the safety here. He's not, so I might have to punch myself in the dong, but ultimately he's going to be a handoff to Harris, able to pick up a few yards there. That might be, we all do it when we're down. That might be just one to put a rush in the tally, so that way you don't get suspended week 1 if you don't hit them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, I can't believe Connor's getting this ball up 17 points. This is just unbelievable of a development in this game.
Yeah.
And I mean, that punt Connor did, I think that was the first punt of the game, and there's been no interceptions.
Oh.
It's just, oh my God.
As Rodgers, 20, 10, 5. I mean, it is a meltdown in Houston right now, folks.
Oh my God. It's just, Connor is just, oh, no, no, what is going on? We might have to do an investigation on those power cables.
Yeah.
Unfortunate timing, huh, boys?
Wow.
I mean, so what's the word here?
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
I mean, I'm no admin anymore. Cody's no admin, but I'd say force win at that point. But it's tough the way the game was going, though, with all those fumbles and everything. But you could mock it. But
all you have to. You would just have to run a half a football because it was, right? It was the.
Luck.
Sorry, I'm up 24. He gets a ball because that's about to be a kickoff return.
Yeah.
I'd be down to do that. I'm trying to figure out right now.
Yeah. That's you're up. No, or you're more than 20 or 17. No, you're up 24. Yeah. You just do it where he receives and you do kick and you do a half of football. No, and you're up 24. Obviously it kind of sucks because momentum and all that stuff changes, but that was as someone that was a part of a suspect disconnect, timing was a little weird. Timing was a little weird.
I will say this in defense of my guy P-Town. I had this situation occur to me the one time I joined another league. I think it was Scrubs, I think, something like that. My second game there, I threw a pick six to go down like 20 points in the fourth quarter, and as he was returning, it disconnected. Like, it was totally like a legitimate disconnect. Like, I didn't obviously pull the plug. I would never do that, but like it looked awfully sus. So like, all I'm saying is, like, I've been in his position before. Like, I'm not accusing him of anything. It was just unfortunate. And to P-Town's defense, it was a desync. It said desync, right.
which to me feels like just a weird dumb Madden glitch. And we all know how good of a company EA is, so I'm shocked that this happened personally. But
yeah, we can maybe treat this like a little halftime interview.
yeah. This is your classic NFL where they get the coach right before they head to the sidelines right before the second half. Connor, how we have both coaches in here. Do we have a resolve here, folks?
Yeah, if you want to play 24 mock half, we can. Also, why the fuck would I pull a plug, dude?
No. No one's accusing. No one's accusing. I promise you. No one's accusing.
We're just memeing. Listen to you guys for fucking 5 minutes. Say it's kind of saucy. Maybe pull the plug.
No.
Man, shut up.
Listen.
No, we're
you know that. 24.
It's for the content. It's for the content.
So wait, Pete-Town, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we go ahead and run the fucking 24 point.
All right, let's do it. So you receive me up 24, and we'll just play until halftime.
All right.
And then you put it on kick, Connor, so it's guaranteed that he gets it.
Yeah. All right, perfect. I'll talk to y'all in a half.
All righty.
I'll tell you, Cody.
He sounded a little upset.
I hate these situations.
I do too. I do too.
I hate doing the mental arithmetic. Oh my god, like
I did too.
It's gonna be tough, but we'll get through it.
I want to say, Justin, you're here in the chat. We played season 1 right, and we had a disconnect, correct? And we had to do a similar thing where we recreated the half, and I was like, I just kept making bad decisions because I'm sitting here trying to do math in my head, like, how many am I down? Okay, doing this. Okay, and all right, like, I score a touchdown, I'm excited. I'm like, wait, but I'm down. How am I? Like, it's just like, it's so much to figure out. So, like, these situations always help the person who is down, but Connor has a 24-point lead with a half of football left, so it's like, it's his to lose. Like if you lose this game, that's only on Connor. With this big of a lead.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Cody was, I did that. We did get, you're right, Justin. We did get a classic Cody rage after a Justin loss. I mean, we saw it right earlier this season. Everyone was posting about, they're down horrendous games. The only time I've ever been down horrendous is when I lose to Justin, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Well, I always say like it always turns when you lose to Justin. I always foresee this like long discussion in Streams channel that blows into something until 3 a.m, and then we're just talking about like just inappropriate things at 3 a.m. Like it just like the conversation was launched because of a Madden game, and then it turns into like this life discussion, and then it turns into like we're comparing dick sizes, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, maybe I need to grow up. You know, maybe I need to look in the mirror and grow up. Oh my
God.
Yeah, as right away we again, you know, for everyone, you know, that doesn't know what's going on, I assume everyone does because everyone's probably staying here. But we got a half of football. Colts up 24. Texans are moving right now pretty quickly. As Andrews, I mean, that was a pretty hot one, but defense able to get after that one and hit him and make it an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I was honestly, Cody, I was kind of looking away the first minute. Great color commentary, but like, man, P-Town 30-yard line.
Oh no. And that's picked. I believe that's Keon Cross. What's the flag holding?
Wow.
That's going to be declined. Zach Martin hurt. And I believe, I don't know about you, Dan, but I think we are about to see a healthy dosage of that man, JT.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what P-Town saw in that. I think there was like a weird defensive alignment. It was like a weird cover 2 invert. And he just like panicked, I think. Maybe saw the flag and thought it was a free play. I don't know. But that was weird.
Yeah. Great run by Connor right there. Almost able to get a big gain, but kind of got stuck on his pulling guard right there. Or I don't know if it was a guard or a tackle, but regardless, snaps this. Plenty of time. A wide open. Is that Taysom Hill or is that somebody else?
I have no idea.
I don't know how many tight ends with the last name Hill unless that's a rookie. Oh, Taysom Hill. Did not know Taysom Hill was on this Colts roster, but picks up a big first down. Colts, once again, doing what they've been doing all game long, and that's moving the football.
Yep. And, like, honestly, this is one of the best I've ever seen Connor's offense, you know, playing the game he, you know, intends to play it. You know, this, I have to say, it kind of reminds me of his Super Bowl 29 run, you know, his dream run where he won that title. He, of course, had Christopher Banyard, and he run the ball. Like now, these counters. And,
Oh! Wow. Hold on.
We come out at your party. I'm with the game.
I just had to do that because that was one of the hottest runs I've seen in maybe this cycle. Because I don't know about you guys. I know we got a lot of passers in this league. We got a lot of guys that like to throw hot dots. You know, I'm one of those guys too. I like to run the ball here and there. But nothing fires me up than a run like that. I mean, Connor read the holes. He read the blocks perfectly. I mean, that was a masterclass in running the football.
Yeah, he's just really putting on a clinic here. And, like, to go back to what I was saying, he'll put up runs like that. He'll put up runs like that for touchdowns. He'll put up runs like that for first downs. He'll put up runs like that to set up, you know, short third downs or whatever. And what?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God!
Now, be honest with me, Dan.
Yep.
If you're P-Town, do you just say, okay, F it, force win? Like, do you really want to play?
I legitimately pull the plug here.
No, not even pull the plug.
I'm not doing this. I'm not like you have no obligation to finish out this half.
Yeah, you don't have to pull it. You just message him and say,
life. Life.
Okay. You're welcome, P-Town, because earlier I did give you the caster curse, but that time I gave Connor the caster curse. So
maybe the ghost of John Madden is saying Connor got all the fumble luck last game. Now it's gonna be P-Town.
Oh, it's a big hit by the safety right there. Just absolutely puts down St. Brown right there. But yeah, I mean that was that was a scenario where it quite literally looked like if you're P-Town, you just say, okay, I have no intentions of playing the rest of this game. But here we are. Davis Mill going to do it on the run, but incomplete pass. I don't know about you, Dan, but I'm a fan of what Madden has done this year of making it to where, you know, if you're not good at throwing on the run, you're going to have an inaccurate throw.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on those weak side throws. Oh, boy.
Wow. An overthrow by Davis Mills, almost picked off. Don't know what he saw there because really it was, you know, it was double covered.
Yeah. This might be the game here.
Yeah.
31 points.
4th and 10, 31 points, nothing open, goes to the underneath, tries a little trickery, scoops it, not able to advance it? Question mark?
Yeah, I mean, that's a rule. You can't advance it. The person who fumbles it has to recover it himself to advance it on a 4th down.
There we go.
That applies for 4th down and under 2 minutes. Because you don't want like a situation like that where you purposely fumble the ball.
Wait,
oh boy. Yeah,
Yeah, but I just get nervous quitting games. Just dashboard.
Well, Connor was up, and with Madden you do as long as it's in the first half.
Okay, yeah, I just get nervous. I just get nervous hitting quit. But yeah, makes sense. That's exactly what we just talked about out before the fumble. If you're P-Town, you're like, okay, whatever. I don't need to play the rest of this game out. My guess is we're gonna get both of these users in the post game here. This is gonna be an interesting conversation here for sure. As we already have Connor, but I'll wait to see if P-Town joins. But Dan, the big conversation is going to be the fumbles, right? I mean, that the big conversation is that you had brought up the point that, there's no doubt that P-Town got unlucky with the amount of fumbles he did, but, I think you have to have, for me personally, and now we've got both coaches in here, so we'll talk to them, but I'll give my opinion beforehand since they're both in here and they'll hear me, but in my opinion, once you fumble twice, maybe, I feel like twice is a pretty good gauge where it's like, okay, Madden might be, or EA, the unluckiness or whatever might not be on my side, and I'm playing a user like Connor who's really good at throwing the hit sticks. He did get the one strip sack, but all the rest of them were big hit sticks. I think you got to go on conservative. And, P-Town might be able to come in here and say he was on conservative. And if he is, then yeah, he got hella unlucky. But, that's just kind of my thoughts. But, not to delay, we got both coaches in here. You've already heard, everyone in the chat here has already heard enough of me and Dan. But for me personally, I want to go ahead and go to P-Town first, the losing coach of this game. P-Town, what were your thoughts on that game? I'm sure it was a frustrating one, the disconnect, all that type of stuff, all the fumbles. So I just want to hear what your thoughts are before we pop over to Dan and his question. I saw you unmuted, P-Town, but we don't hear you. Okay, he's getting... Oh, there we go. Now we got you. Now we got you.
All right. Yeah, obviously unlucky, man. But nonetheless, Connor played a great game. He didn't turn the ball over, seized on every opportunity he got. I couldn't stop him. He was just driving up the field at every chance he got. No, I didn't go on conservative after my second fumble. I thought, surely there's no way in hell I'm that unlucky of a person to fumble 3 more times. But hey, it's the game. The game's the game, bro. I probably should have. I just thought, hey, I need to come back 14 points. If I put my guys on conservative, I'm never going to break tackles. They're never going to make plays.
Yeah.
And so, it happens. Connor played a hell of a game. I would have loved to not have fumbles and played a classic AFC South battle that we always have. But, it happens.
Dan, any questions or thoughts for P-Town?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just start with a thought here. I thought this was one of the cleanest, non-sloppy games and just like a complete track meet outside of those fumbles. I mean, I pointed out before there were no interceptions to my knowledge. Before the disconnect. Let's forget what happened after the disconnect and the restart. There was no interceptions. I think maybe one or whatever, and there was one punt, and it was at the end of the half. You guys were just completely running up and down the field, and you guys are playing a great game. And props to Connor. He played a near perfect game on offense. And I just felt like it was really unlucky from UP Town, and those fumbles really robbed us from a good game, a great game. And I just want to know what your thoughts were. Like, how do you keep a mental state level? Obviously, after the disconnect, there's no option but to go insane. But if we could hypothetically go back, let's just say Connor got that kick return, you're down 24. Where does that mental state come, and how are you gonna try and claw your way back into it?
Yeah, once you got that kick return, there was no mental state, man. I mean, you guys heard it in here when I came in here. I was fuming. Obviously, I kind of flipped a little bit, but I was not in a good state, man. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
When you have back to back fumbles and then a kick return at halftime. I mean, who's gonna be able to keep their mind? Be like, all right, look, I'm only down 24. I've only fumbled 5 times in a row, and he got a kick return. I mean, it's tough. The first 3 times I was like, all right, look, it's a 14-point game. It's a 21-point game going into halftime. It is what it is. We come back and recover. But then when you come out of halftime and he scores a kick return touchdown, it's like, holy fuck, dude. I don't know what to do. So I don't know, man. Maybe there's a greater man than me that has a mental fortitude to be able to take that. But I wasn't. I was beyond tilted. And then when we came back, I just started chucking the ball up.
Yeah.
I think, what was it, 2-3 picks in a row? And I was just like, all right, dude, I'm not there.
For sure. Tough game script for you, no doubt about it. But yeah, I mean, if I can, that's a frustrating one. Doesn't matter who would be on the opposite side. Everyone would be hot. Everyone would be, or if they weren't hot, they'd be just really annoyed or whatever else. So yeah, I mean, everyone understands your feelings in that. Definitely unlucky. For the amount of fumbles that happened, but at the end of the day, if I can, boost your confidence, gas you up a little bit, you've already got a ring. That's not to say you don't want more rings. And I don't think anyone would doubt the fact that we're going to see the Texans in the playoffs season 3. You've won the division back-to-back times. You continue to look like a playoff contender, a playoff threat. Somebody that can, if they get to the dance, make a splash. So shout out to you. For another successful season. Didn't end the way you wanted to end. Frustrating loss, but shout out to you regardless. We'll go ahead and pop over to our winner.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and if there's anyone else that I would want to see a ring, it has to be my brother Connor, bro. I have no ill faith at Connor at all. My upsetness at Madden did not translate at all. Connor, he's a dog. He's a winner. He's gonna come out. He's gonna represent the AFC South like I know he will, and he's about to go in here and he's my Super Bowl champion pick.
There we go.
Going the rest of the cycle.
Love to hear that out of division brothers. That's what we love to hear. I think things get a little suspect at times. We see little Alex and that type of stuff talk crap about his division, vote against the division all the time. Just a really toxic user. But we don't see that out of P-Town. We don't see that out of him, and we love that. But we're going to turn the page over here to the next chapter that reads Connor won in a rather interesting fashion. Connor, how we feeling?
Yeah, man. Good game to P-Town. I think Danny put it really well in what you were saying, which is that the fumbles robbed us of what could have really been a really good game. I mean, I felt very locked in on offense, especially in the passing game. I think that you could tell that P-Town felt very locked in as well. He had some really nice drives, really nice throws to Davis Mills, where I felt like I was doing a decent job with my user, taking away his route concepts, but he would wait, hit the second, third progression. I just thought up until the fumble started happening, I thought, okay, I'm going to need to stay perfect. I'm going to need to stay locked in order to kind of, stay ahead, and stay in this game like that. It was just kind of setting to do that type of game. But 4 fumbles in the first half for P-Town. Kick return coming out of halftime. I'd like to see a user who can, stay locked in mentally under those conditions, man. That's just Madden being Madden. And yes, I will gas this up a little bit. I think one of the best hit stickers in the league. I think that's been the case the entire time I've been here, but that shouldn't happen. I mean, the strip was ridiculous. It's not like I pressed LB or RB or anything. That was just a total Madden EA assisted animation. And then, even though yes, I was landing hit sticks, you don't want 4 fumbles in one half. It kind of robbed us, like you said, of what could be a good game. But I'm excited to move on. It feels good to take down the defending champion. Pete, I have to give everything right back to Pete. He's a dog. He's a demon. He's a Super Bowl champion and a deserving one, in my opinion, with this Texans roster. I know he'll be back. I know he'll be ready to compete, in all seasons moving forward. But I'm excited to move on. I'm looking like I'm probably going to go against Tahuti. That's a game that I got blown out in the divisional round last season, excuse me. So I kind of take this as a challenge for myself. Can I step up and do what I couldn't last season? So I'm excited.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch the fumbles. We covered that. I have to say I'm very impressed. I was very impressed tonight with your offensive game and your running game, your passing game. The mix of it. I have to say this has been the first time or the best I've seen you play your game on offense, being efficient, fluid, making the plays when you have to. Playing with confidence in 12 seasons. And the last time, 12 seasons ago, was season 29. And we know how that ended. I don't want to kiss a death you. I don't want to maybe gas you up too much, but that's just how I think. And I just want to ask you, how do you feel?
I'm really good out there, man. I mean, I had a couple nice chunk runs to Jonathan Taylor, especially once it got to the goal line. I was able to punch it in with him really nicely. It is not like I was having a dominant game on the run. I really did need to have that balance, like you were saying. And I don't know. I just it's something I've alluded to in Slack where I can tell pretty early whether I'm locked in and have the right mentality or not. Sometimes I'm going in just totally blah, not mentally in it at all. Sometimes going in too nervous. Today it felt like a good balance of I had the right amount of nerves going in where I was locked in, I was ready, but I wasn't overwhelmed by the moment whatsoever. And honestly, I think a lot of the confidence comes from, I've played P-Town 4 times already. We know each other very well at this point. I don't think either of us are going to do anything scheme-wise to shock each other. I knew okay, I've already won this game 3 times this cycle. I know I can do it. I know I have the ability to. And yeah, it just felt really good. I was making good progressions in the passing game that. The 4th and 1 where I ended up stepping up and hitting, I think Jelani Woods on the drag route. That was my 4th read, that was my very last read I had on that play. But I just felt calm and composed, and that's what I need. People talk down the AFC. The fact is, we have the ring right now, and the fact is we have far more Super Bowl champs. So I'm going up against, I'm going up against nothing but dogs here in this playoff run, and I'm gonna need to play like that and better to make it where I hope to make it. So it was a good start for sure, but I know I'm going to need to keep bringing it if I have a chance to make it, to the promised land here.
Yeah, great game once again. Was definitely one that I'm sure was great for the content of the viewers. I felt like we were screaming left and right, just going wild out here, over here in the booth. But I'm sure a frustrating one if you, are a Houston Texans fan and, one of those ones where if you're a Colts fan, you think, well, we'll take it how we get it. But regardless, that is the end of that game. P-Town, I'll go to you for some last thoughts before we head over to Connor for some last thoughts, and go ahead and put a bookmark in this evening.
All right, cool, man. So I gotta get faster, man. I have all 90 speed linebackers, but ever since he got Tyreek Hill, I need speed in the secondary, man. Tyreek Hill terrifies me. It opens up Connor's offense so much more. And to all the people that said the AFC suck, just like Connor said, we got nothing but champs out here, bro. Nothing but dogs. And you could shit on even our division, the vacation division, quote unquote. But it's we got 2 people finishing with 12 wins. If me and Connor didn't have to play each other, we'd have 14 wins a season. So how about you in the AFC, the NFC, who are letting 9 and 7 teams in the playoffs? Y'all could hush down a little bit, before he tried talking the AFC the rest of the cycle. So that's all I got to say. And Connor, hey, keep moving forward, my boy. You're my dog.
Appreciate it, King. Appreciate you.
P-Town letting his nuts hang a little bit. And hey, credit to him. Our only and current ring winner, at least for a couple of more advances. Connor, your last thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, I mean, not too much to say, honestly, beyond what I've already said. Just, good game to P-Town. I'm sorry that it was the way it was with the fumbles. I know we're going to have plenty more, cleaner games than that. I look forward to the battles moving forward. And shout out to, the rest of the AFC. If I do get to Hootie, I look forward to the challenge. And then if Morty's able to beat Hero, which, we'll see. But if Morty's able to beat Hero, then I guess I would get... Well, we don't know. Actually, I'm not going to speak on that because that depends on the results of other games. But appreciate you, Cody, for completely just shooting your sleep schedule in the foot here for the content. It means a lot for the league, so appreciate you both.
Of course, BL is love, BL is life, and here we are. But appreciate everyone that tuned in, had a consistent 10 to 15, 16, 17, 18 viewers the rest of the night between this stream and the last stream, so that is awesome. We've got more games scheduled for tomorrow night. A couple still yet to be scheduled. Hopefully not a game Saturday morning. We will wait and see. But listen, great night of content, great night of BL football. BL is alive. BL is well. I don't think it's ever going to die unless we all die. Love you all, and we're out.
Damn.